I'm a 22-year-old who's trying to eat healthier and save money. This is my meal prep for the week. I don't eat the same thing every day, so I got 2 lunches on the menu. The first meal, I'm gonna make chicken with a little bit of rice and broccoli. My next meal is gonna be ground beef with sweet potatoes and asparagus. These meals are also gonna be pretty high in protein. One of the most important things when you're meal prepping is that you don't eat the meal prep. That went everywhere. So I'm gonna drink a Diet Coke while I'm prepping this, that is so much fuzz. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. This is gonna keep me from eating the meal prep. Also, don't wear nice clothes like I'm doing right now. And I'm gonna cook this the most efficiently way possible because I've done this before. So if you wanna cook with me and watch this video, I can cook this all in about 30 minutes. The first 2 things we wanna do is start the oven. I'm gonna put the oven on 420. This is for the broccoli and asparagus. And then I'm gonna get the rice cooker out to start the rice. And what I'm gonna use to flavor it is pretty simple. We got sea salt, garlic, pepper, and paprika with olive oil, and I will use some butter. All right, let's start with the rice. I'm gonna fill one of these up. I recommend getting a rice cooker. It makes it super easy to cook rice. I'll just leave that in the background now for the whole time I'm cooking. I found out this the hard way, but putting foil on your oven pan will save your oven pan. We're first gonna chop up the broccoli. That is a big head of broccoli. We're gonna eat all of this. I do like to rinse it off a little bit beforehand. So once you're done cutting up your broccoli in the size that you want it, just start putting it on the pan with foil. All right, now for the asparagus, I'm only gonna cook half of it. And when I cut my asparagus, I don't like the end. So, I don't just cut off the little bit, I cut off majority of it because I really like the tops of them, but this part gets kind of bad. Put these on the leftover part of the pan now. All right, now I'm gonna season my broccoli and asparagus. So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil all over the pan. I'm gonna put a bunch of sea salt. I'm gonna put some pepper and garlic salts. Mix it all together. Literally perfect timing. Right when I was done mixing that all together, the oven is ready to go. So we're gonna put this in the oven. I'm gonna set my timer for 15 minutes because I like it done pretty well. All right, now it's time, start to get your pans hot. So we're gonna put both the pans on 6. The next thing that takes the longest to cook is sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna start cutting up these sweet potatoes. If you don't have this tool to peel potatoes, I recommend getting it. It's probably like $1 somewhere, but it's super helpful. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. All right, this is about to be satisfying. All right, then I like to make little towers, so it's easier to cut them down into smaller pieces. All right, now that the pans are hot, you're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and then put the sweet potatoes in the pan. I'll season these potatoes, but I'm gonna season them in about 7 minutes when I put the peppers and onions with them. I'm just gonna use half the onion. Peel out that nasty layer. All right, now we're gonna dice up this onion and we're gonna cut up half of this pepper. Also not gonna make it super small. So now that these potatoes have been cooking for a few minutes, I'm gonna throw the peppers and onions on them. And now we're gonna start seasoning with salt, pepper, and a lot of minced garlic. Nice, and this is the first time we're mixing this up. These potatoes would take a while to cook on the stove, so be very patient with them. We're gonna start with 2 big chicken breasts. Since it's meal prep, I'm gonna cut them up so it's easier to cook them and prep them. Hey, would you look at that? The broccoli and asparagus are done, so we're gonna take that out and just let it cool off behind me. So there we go. That's what the asparagus and broccoli looks like. You can hear the timer going off. Just a heads up, the rice is already done as well. So just to show you how fast this is. And then throw the chicken on there. I normally cook the chicken for 4 minutes on each side. The potatoes are like 8 minutes each side. I'm about to cut up this ground beef while this is cooking. I'm gonna make this beef into 4 burger patties. All right, let's give these sweet potatoes a little bit of attention. They've been here for a while. That's good, get it mixing around. As you can see, we want that little golden brown there. Yep, they're getting a little bit softer. A good way to know if these sweet potatoes are done, if you stab them with your spatula, they wanna break kind of easily, like a good potato would be. So, all right, this is the butter I'm gonna use to make this food a little bit better. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter, put it right in the middle, spin it around, there we go. All right, it's been about 4 minutes, so I'm gonna flip this chicken over. Make sure you flip over every one. You don't wanna see any pink because if one side doesn't cook, You don't want it to be over or undercooked once they cook. Beef. 1, 2, 3, 4. With sweet potatoes, yes, in both of them. And then for the other two, I'm gonna have rice on the rice. So we're gonna put the chicken, try to keep it on the rice so we have room for the broccoli later. Fit as much as you can. All right, all right, all right. All right, so here we go. We got the beef patties with cheese. We're gonna put them right on top of the potatoes. See, they kind of fit perfectly. And voila. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 4 amazing, healthy, protein dense, all natural, the best in the business. It's the best in the business right here. It's gonna keep me healthy. It's gonna keep me dialed in. Yeah, let's do some photo shoots now.